In problem number 4, we need to fill in the degree measures at each indicated spot on the unit circle, and then using the information from 1 through 3, we'll be filling in the lengths of the short, medium, and long heights at each spot. So let's label the degrees of all of these dots first. Here, this is 0 degrees. It's also 360 degrees. And we're going to start here at 30 degrees and 45 degrees and 60 degrees. These are in increments of 15. On this side, this is symmetric to this angle, so 30 degrees less than 180 would bring us to 150 degrees. This is 135 degrees and 120 degrees. Again, these three are in increments of 15. Over here, now we're 30 degrees past 180, which would bring us to 210. Add 15 to that, 225, and then 240. Down here, we're at 270 degrees. And then looking here, we're 30 degrees before we get to 360. That would be 330, 315, and 300. So in order to find sine of each of these, we have our short length, we have our medium length, and our longest length. And we're going to draw the same thing on this side. So the short length, the medium length, and the longest length. So these short, medium, and long lengths are actually going to come from the triangles that we solved up here. So for the 30 degree, we have 1/2. The medium length is √2/2, and that was for 45 degrees. And the third, or the longest one, for the 60 degree angle was √3/2. We could draw these triangles in this area to show the height that we found. I'm going to skip that part so that we just have the 3 lines in each quadrant. Over here, these are the same lengths as these. So 1/2, √2/2, and √3/2. In these two quadrants, we have the same values, but the negative of them. So here we have -1/2, negative √2/2, and negative √3/2. Same thing here, same values, but negative. Now let's fill in this table, and eventually we will be able to find the sine of any of these angles. And this table is a nice shortcut that we can use. So the short leg has a length of 1/2, always. The medium leg has a length of √2/2. And the longest has a length of √3/2. Now I'm not putting the positives and negatives, but we'll deal with that later once we see what angle we're using. The degree measures that have short legs are these 4 here, so 30 degrees, 150 degrees, 210 degrees, and 330 degrees. The degree measures that have medium legs, 45 degrees, 135, 225, and 315. And the longest legs are at 60 degrees, 120, 240, and 300. We're going to be using this table in problems 5 through 20.